So,
All right.
just want to hit the intro right away? Want to do this thing?
Let me burp a little. All right, I gotta get those burps out.
A man filled with burps.
Yeah, I don't want to give the impression I've been eating the cereal because, like, that sounds like a bribe.
Like they paid you in cereal. Like that's you're.
I'm a cheap.
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say it doesn't cost a lot to bribe you. Apparently.
No, just I don't even need the family size box of cornflakes. I'll just take a regular fucking box. I don't care.
Just one box. That's all you got. That's all we got paid.
Yeah, just that's one box. Yeah, that's all I need.
Hey, welcome to Storied, a podcast where we take one piece of media and transform it into another.
Yeah, that's right. And today we have a special topic, which is Kellogg's cinematic universe.
Oh man, lay it on me.
We've been approached by Kellogg's. They have asked us to create for them a cinematic universe out of mascots from their cereals.
I can't begin to tell you guys how excited I am. I mean, when I first got into storytelling, I mean, this was the prize that my eye was on.
This is what you've been waiting for?
You don't really.
Oh yeah,
we've made it. I mean, we have made it with this project.
Yeah.
I mean,
what else is there?
15 episodes in, we've finally been recognized for our brilliant ideas in storytelling and franchise sort of breaking. It's been a long time coming. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, 15 episodes is a long time. It's a very long time.
We have a long sort of,
We paid our dues.
Yeah, we have, and we've got a long storied history of things that we've accomplished, and I think people are starting to take notice of that.
Some might say a storied history.
Yeah, a capital S storied podcast.
Oh, I just got that. That's good.
At gmail.com.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I worked on that. I worked on that.
See, that's why we got approached by
Nice.
Kellogg's.
That's the power of the
Yeah.
workshop. That's the power of a lot of people in a room coming up with an idea together. And I think we're gonna sort of capture that lightning in a bottle here and now as well, with all of us working on what we're gonna do for this cinematic universe. And I think Kellogg's gonna be really proud of what we can accomplish.
Yeah, I mean, our motto. Why do it with several people when you can do it with a million?
Isn't it it's like not enough cooks in the room spoil the soup or something like I know there's a saying about like cooks and the broth, and I'm pretty sure it's like you can't have enough cooks in the broth or something like that.
We're making cereal though, Harrison. So we just need some milk.
Sorry, but
That metaphor doesn't work.
okay, so we can workshop that later. You're right.
Can't have enough fucking guys pouring the milk.
That's true though.
That is true. It's a lot of milk. There's a lot of milk to be had here.
So I guess my first question, Sean, and you
Let's
can tell me
milk
this because you've nice. Oh, that's great. Maybe that's a tagline on the poster.
Let's milk it. Yeah, that's good.
You spoke with the Kellogg's folks. You were the one that sort of like brokered this deal. You shook all the hands and all that stuff. So my question is this going to be?
Jamini Gillis called.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could
tell he was wearing his sunglasses over the phone.
Nice. So my question is this movie going to be about cereal, or is this movie going to be about the mascots like fighting crime or defeating a villain? Is the cereal exist in this universe as a thing people consume, or is it just about the mascots as like superheroes? That's my first question.
Well, they want to anchor it around Toni the Tiger.
Okay, that makes sense. Strong.
Plus,
Okay. He tested the highest. He's the
and
coolest.
it's a really good idea because Marvel started anchoring it around Tony Stark, and we've just seen how successful Tony's can be in other cinematic universes. So
Fuck.
I think that's a really.
Yeah, Tony's.
I mean, the proof is in.
Yeah, Tony Stark, Tony Montana.
Yeah, the proof is in the cereal, and then named Tony.
Wait, Tony Montana?
Yeah. The Scarface universe. That's
The
next.
Scarface cinematic universe? That's been a long time coming,
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
didn't hear about this? Oh, fuck yeah. It's 40 years in the making.
I'm excited.
Anyway.
I'm excited. Let's. Okay, so Tony's test well. Good to hear. We should just all change our name to Tony. I think we should be the three Tonys if it tests.
I already did.
Oh shit.
How do you think I landed this deal?
Oh
Harrison?
man. Well, I'm going to still refer to you as Sean on this podcast because it's very confusing. If we talk about Tony the character and Tony you.
You're talking about me, Tony, because I changed my name to Tony as well. So when you say Tony,
God damn it! You guys are already ahead.
Tony.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was talking to myself. All right, let's let's move along. This is so fucking stupid.
No, this is great.
Okay.
Certainly none of that will get cut.
Now we'll cut all of it.
Yeah. All right, so
I don't
Tony
believe
the
in
Tiger.
cutting. I'm going to hire a trailer house to recut it. And then we'll see what it looks like, and then we'll hire another house to
And then
cut
if we could set it to like an old classic rock song that kind of like juxtaposes the imagery in a confusing way that some people will think is brilliant.
Yeah, it's like anachronistic and really smart that way.
Mm-hmm.
What song would you pick?
Probably some by Styx.
Ooh, okay. Mr. Roboto, because that's the only Styx song I know.
I don't know that one actually. I only know Come Sail Away. So let's use that. Just run with it.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right, so we got Tony the Tiger, and he's our number one.
Yeah, so the first movie is Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger.
It's like an origin story, right?
Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, I'm getting some data right here. Testing on the word Tony, the name Tony, has actually fallen lower than if we were to call him Anthony.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But okay, so
people
here's
seem
my
to like Anthony better.
So here's my question though, because go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to say there's probably some really good backstory if we explore how Anthony became Tony. Like he was born Anthony the Tiger. So,
Or was he?
That's a good point. You know what? We should really do some research here and test with true Kellogg's fans and see kind of what's important about the history of Tony the Tiger and what makes it into the movie. And then we know what to reference and what to kind of like make sure that we draw from in terms of, historical success.
I mean, I think that all goes as without even being said, right? Like we're gonna do a lot of. We need to figure out our market, our core, like our target market, right? So I'm assuming it's gonna be, young, people, sort of 13 to 35. What's the?
Well, I have here some numbers that say it's 8 to 12-year-olds, and then people up at 2 a.m. and they can't find anything to eat.
Okay, perfect. So like college age kids.
Yes. People who are drunk. Is also on
under the
list.
influence of many substances. Perfect. Okay, so
There's no time. There's no time associated with the drunkenness, though. It's
1 in the
Anytime of day.
afternoon, 1 in the morning, anytime really.
yeah.
So in the Tony Stark Iron Man sort of mirror that we're sort of looking at here, the name of the movie wasn't Tony Stark, right? It was Iron Man. So, are we just calling him the Tiger, or what's the like hook?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because like Tony the Tiger is his name, but what's his like superhero?
I have an
name?
idea. Okay, so I think what we do is first we license the song "Eye of the Tiger"
I'm right there with
Oh
you.
shit!
because we get some immediate like
Oh,
80s
man.
nostalgia throwback.
That's so
And
hot
people
right now.
love that. People love the 80s. People love the 80s more than anything. And what we'll do is we'll license "Eye of the Tiger," and then we'll call the movie. Get this, "Eye of the Tiger."
I fucking love that. That's incredible. That's so
Yeah.
powerful. It just sounds
That's pretty good.
powerful, Yeah, totally. Okay, so I love this. Okay, so our first movie is Eye of the Tiger. Right, perfect. So what is the gist of this movie? Pitch me the sort of like elevator pitch of Tony the Tiger origin story, sort of emerging into this larger franchise.
Man, I think so. We start in a jungle.
Like it, perfect.
Right.
That's where tigers
But
are from.
Here's the twist. Tony is a human.
Oh shit!
That's been living in the jungle,
Like a Tarzan kind of guy.
like Mowgli.
Oh man,
That fucking movie did so much money.
they did
so
so
much
many
money.
monies.
So much monies. Jungle's Book had money.
Jungle's Book. Okay.
So Tony, he's from New York. You know what I mean? You know New York?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a child. His family, Mowgli style, He's a child. His family goes to fucking India or some shit. You know, where fuck are tigers? India?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. I'm not going to look it up, but I'm going to just assume that that's right.
Yeah, I think there's tigers in India. They go to fucking India. There's a plane crash. That's how we start the movie. It's huge
Little
plane
baby
crash.
Anthony.
Right? Baby Anthony.
Oh man,
yeah,
baby
he's called
Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anthony. You know, Anthony. They call him that because he's from New York. His parents, they say it like that. So then, he wakes up in the jungle. He's taken care of by tigers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm following this.
Okay?
I'm on the edge of my
All right.
seat here.
And then, after a couple of years of him being an honorary tiger,
You don't have to. Okay, you don't have to speak in a
He
New York
gets
accent.
shot.
You don't need to do the.
he gets shot. No, he gets
Just let him
shot
method pitch.
by a dart. Okay? He gets shot by a dart made by a crazy mad scientist.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
He's from fucking West Coast.
Oh shit. That's like an East Coast
Okay.
West Coast thing here.
Yeah. He becomes a real tiger.
Oh shit.
But hold on. Before
He's the
that,
best fucking tiger. He's the best tiger.
Before that, though, so he's a baby, and his name's Anthony, and we get into some really good like visual storytelling here. Like, if you don't even have to say his name, like it's just on his bandana, and it just says Anthony, like on his bandana.
Oh shit.
And then
yeah.
when the
Yeah.
plane crashes and everything, like a little bit of the bandana gets burnt. And
Right,
the
right,
A
just
and
the
the
AN
N
part.
and the
Oh,
H,
yeah.
they're lost, and then that's what the animals.
So it just says Tony. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So okay. So the.
And
so
that's how
they
we
have
know he
this,
became
like-
Tony the tiger instead of just staying Anthony.
So here's my question: are we gonna have a completely age inappropriate like morph scene where he like is like freaking out and like turning into a tiger monster? You know, like one of those things like in the 80s, you know, when they're like kids movies or like really had weird dark scenes. Do you know what I mean? Like the Secret
No,
of
no,
Nim.
no, no.
No?
No. Kids
Okay.
can't handle that kind of shit. You know what you need? You need it to be edgy,
That's kind of what
Without
I'm going
being-
for.
but without turning off
Yeah,
grandma.
yeah,
you
edgy
know what I
but
mean?
not
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all offensive. I think it's
Yeah.
edgy but safe. I think it's a good.
Yeah, safe,
That's a
safe,
good way
safe
to go.
sounds
But I mean,
good.
it's Kellogg's, right? Like kids eat cereal, and everybody eats cereal. I mean, right now.
Oh, that's what that noise is.
Yep, that's me eating it.
That silent noise.
So,
I don't hear it. I gotta tell
well,
you, I
I'm
don't hear
being
it.
really good about eating it. Like,
Damn, that's impressive.
But anyway, that's it. Just think about that. Like, who eats cereal? And that's who these movies are for. And I think that everybody eats cereal. So some people are edgy, and some people aren't at all edgy. Some people are really safe.
Some people are edgy and some people are not. So you have to make a movie that's both edgy and
Yeah,
not.
I mean, you don't want to alienate anybody.
Yeah, I get it. Cast
Yeah,
a
we
wide
gotta
net.
be inclusive.
Yeah, no, I
you know?
get
Yeah.
that.
This
I-
movie has to do, $300 million for the first weekend.
Yeah, and that's just
before we
domestic.
make any money.
I mean, it will too.
I mean, so far it sounds
it
great.
definitely will.
We got it's for kids. We got India tigers. We got like a mad scientist. It's got all the hallmarks of like. I mean, there's so many toys we can make out of these characters. We can make a mad scientist toy. We can have like a transforming Tony human tiger kind of toy. Like it's incredible. We should actually get the toy people on the phone like as soon as we finish this meeting. So I like what we got so far. So we got this Tony the tiger, mutated tiger that used to be a baby named Anthony. All that sort of hangs together beautifully. I don't have to think about that too hard. It makes perfect sense. So let's talk about the narrative arc of this character, right? Like, how does he? So like,
Hang on, before you move on. His mom gave him the handkerchief.
okay,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah,
Keep going.
no, yeah. I mean, that makes He's a baby. He wouldn't have bought it for himself. I would assume that his parents
Yeah, yeah.
bought it for him. So, and this kind of goes back to my earlier question. Is he like into cereal or is he into something else? And the cereal is like a byproduct of him being famous. Like he's being on the cover of like a Wheaties box type situation. Like is he suddenly like gain a love of like sugar coated
Did you see?
cornflakes?
I mean,
or that's my.
I mean, when I think of Tony the Tiger, right, I think of he's kind of like the Captain America, even though his name's Tony. It's kind of like the Captain America of this universe.
Yeah, he's like an
Yeah,
all-American,
and what was
strong,
great about the
proud. Yeah,
first
totally.
Avenger is all that stuff about how he got his costume and all that. So that's actually great if we just see him like he's so good and he's so athletic. Like he gets injected with the stuff, right? And everyone's like, "Oh, there's talking tiger. He's from New York. I love him, right?" And then he just becomes like this iconic, like heroic kind of person. And then so they put him in front of a Wheaties box, right? And then we can explore in the movie how he eventually made it to the front to Frosted Flakes because, like he just started on Wheaties box and then it's just so successful and people just enjoyed that so much that there's like this guy clearly belongs on a cereal box.
I feel like, I feel like you want to have or he gets famous and he doesn't know how to handle it, because he was sort of like a child and he never really grew up with like parents or anyone to sort of teach him how to deal with fame. So maybe he kind of, they've got to have like the sort of maybe dark second act of the movie where he kind of, doesn't really know what to do with his fame, or maybe he's famous for like his like hot 15 minutes, and then he's not famous anymore, and he doesn't know what to do with himself, and then he's like, well, I want to be back on a cereal box. I'm gonna make my own cereal. And everyone's gonna see my face on the box again. Like maybe there's like a downturn. That sort of like brings it all back together again.
Yeah, it's like a tale of like intrigue, right? Like the Wheaties guy's like fuck him over hard, like break his thumbs.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then he can't like eat cereal right, and then while he's sitting there like he's trying to figure out a new way to eat cereal, and then he has an epiphany that like he doesn't need to eat Wheaties anymore. He can eat fucking his own cereal.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm like, where are you going with this? And you gave me a great idea. Is that he's eating Wheaties and he's like really upset about him, and he's like, these things aren't even that good. They're not even very sweet. And then he just looks up and he sees a bag of sugar in his kitchen.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
And he's like, Eureka!
Love it!
I love
Eureka!
This.
And he just grabs the sugar and he just pours it in. And he's like,
he actually fucking write that down. Write that down. He says the word Eureka. Nobody ever does that in a movie.
Yeah, you're right. They kind of imply it, but they never just fucking say it. I've always wanted them to just say it every time that moment happens. I'm like, just fucking say it.
We're all thinking it.
Kids will love that.
So here's my question though: is like, I like the idea that he figures this out, but and I don't want to derail this because this is great, but just to play devil's advocate, is there any value in it like it happening by accident? Do you know what I mean? Like there's like the sugar falls in the cereal and then he like tastes it and he's like, holy shit!
You know what?
You know what I mean? Like there's like the accidental sort of like Bruce Banner kind of thing.
I got you, and I see where you're going with this, and I'll even one up that. Is that he's eating the Wheaties and he's just so upset. And he grabs it and he's like, these things fucking suck, and he throws the box as hard as he can just out of anger. And then he hits the sugar and the box falls down and the sugar pours inside the box and he just looks at it. He's like, fucking Eureka.
Oh, that's perfect.
Can we
can have both.
Hang on. Can we start playing that Tiger Sleeps Tonight song? What is that song called?
In the
jungle, the tiger jungle.
The
lion sleeps.
We'll change the
lion.
lyrics so that it makes sense.
Do it.
Don't worry.
Oh no, we'll re-record that for sure. We got the money to do that.
Yeah, people like that song, right?
Oh, they love that song. Last time they heard it was in The Lion King, so it's been a while. That song is ready to go.
I thought it was Ace Ventura.
Was it? I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe you're right. But either way, it's been a while. It's been like
too long.
Years, Can we have this tiger talk with his butt?
No, I think that might sort of like shoot us in the foot.
Yeah,
on like
right.
He's like a proud. So we definitely need
it's
to
too
have.
Edgy, you're right.
It's
too edgy.
We gotta stay safe. Let's stay in the safe bubble, But we definitely need the like comic relief character, and maybe we don't introduce him to the second movie because we've sort of got this first movie in a pretty good place, but we have to expand into a whole universe, and we got the Diggum Frog, we got Snap, Crackle, and Pop, we got Toucan Sam, we got a lot of origin stories to get to before we finally get to the.
Well, this is just the tone of the Tiger
movie.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say this is just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason to sort of like muddy.
This is too much story
to
just contain it to one movie.
Oh, I agree completely.
I mean, let's give the fans what they deserve.
So let's put it this way, right? Here's what we do. Okay, we gotta move on. We can't keep talking about Toni the whole time.
You're right.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a pin in Toni by saying this. He figures out the Frosted Flakes formula. They give him super strength, right? He starts selling it.
Oh my god!
But he's still the strongest. He's still the strongest one. But he's rich. He's rich and strong because he eats Frosted Flakes. Good message for children.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Eat Frosted Flakes, you'll be as strong as a tiger. That's fucking perfect.
But who's the villain of this? Who's going to be
shit. It's got to be the
villain?
Wheaties guy.
I got it. I got it.
Rest of the...
I got it. Okay, I've really got it. I swear to God. Okay. So the guy who made Toni, the West Coast guy, who we thought was a scientist, is actually a rogue army general who goes by the name of General Mills.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh fuck, dude, you're blowing my mind with this. We got like two like brand powerhouses.
Hang on. Can you just shut up a second? Just shut the fuck up, and let's appreciate that. Let's just appreciate it with some silence, all right?
Okay, that's some great appreciation
that was...
there. Thanks for that.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Sure, you dunk a little extra $500,000 in your golden parachute savings fund for that one. That's a fucking brilliant idea. I know I didn't need to say it, but
So that's
we're gonna have to get the General Mills people on board for this though. That's the thing. Unless it's like implied, it's like a Weird Al Yankovic sort of parody. We can use it we can use their name without getting their permission. Is there a way we can sort of do that legally?
probably.
Who gives a shit? Let's just do it.
All right, I'm in. I love it. General Mills.
All right, General Mills, I think once he has the Toni the Tiger serum perfected, I mean that's where he starts experimenting on like other animals, like maybe I don't know, like a rooster or like a jive-talking frog. I mean, we don't have to set this all up in a Toni the Tiger movie, but I'm just looking at our future here, because this is gonna be what 19, 20, 45 movies. Like we want to plan this franchise out.
Yeah. No, okay. So here's the thing, right? General Mills is the catalyst that propels the long-term villain. I think he's the villain for the first movie. But I don't think he's the the big Thanos level dude. I think he sort of kicks the ball off. Maybe he uses his serum to create.
Hang on, I got it.
Okay.
You're right. You were totally right about that. General Mills, he's the goal, right? We're getting to General Mills. He oversees all the rest of that shit, right? The first movie, this movie, who's General Mills got that is the best foil for Toni the Tiger?
You tell me.
I'm gonna tell you. You ready?
Yeah.
It's the Trix Rabbit.
Oh, perfect. He's like the Joker.
Trixie. Exactly.
He's like the Joker
He's
to
exactly
the.
like
that's
the Joker.
that's perfect.
It's kind of like
so
Loki.
he's like
It's a lot
We'll
like
get Heath
Loki
Ledger.
too.
We'll get Heath Ledger.
Oh my God,
that's
that's this is perfect. This is a time proven character.
And I like what you said about Heath Ledger because I mean, there's a lot of I don't know if you guys saw, but you can put Nicolas Cage in any movie now, which I don't know why we still do that. So we can do that with Heath Ledger too. And I think what better way to honor such a great actor than to make him the Trix Rabbit.
I love that.
Yeah, man, Trix. Even the word Trix. He's got tricks.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
I just got that.
He tricks Toni the Tiger.
Oh my
tricks
God.
him.
Well,
okay, so
and then he's like,
he takes Tony's.
All right, so here's my question.
Tony's sugary Frosty Flakes, and he's like,
he steals the formula.
well, and then he's like, you think this is good? What if I just throw a bunch of fucking fruit in it?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's,
no, hang on. He says, "You think this is good?" And then Toni says, "They're great."
Oh shit! You got it in. I was going to ask you when we were going to get that in. That's perfect.
And then he throws a bunch of fruit in there.
Oh my God!
And then he's like, "That's not great."
So good.
He says that. That's the next thing.
That's not great. That's fucking great. It's so perfect. I love it. I love it because it's nice to see a villain that isn't like a brawny, strong. He's got to be a foil. He's got to kind of be a goofball, kind of like pathetic character. And the Trix Rabbit is the first person I think of. The kind of person who would steal a formula and sort of like pervert it into his like weird, gross fruit-based cereal. I think that's perfect. That totally fits the story. My question here, though, is we have
Hang
this.
on, can we? I want to skip forward though, real quick. I just want to get this idea out there because I think it's great.
Do it.
Once Toni actually beats the Trix Rabbit at the end of this movie, right? Right? He punches him in the face a bunch of times. He's like all bloody.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the Trix Rabbit in the face, and he says, "Sorry, silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids."
Oh,
That's good. That's good.
And then he throws him into like a fucking vat of acid or some shit.
Oh, perfect. But he's not going to be totally dead, right? Like, we're going to bring him back in like the cinematic universe movies, right? Like he can't be dead right off. That character's too good to kill off. We can't just kill off.
Well, he's like Loki again. I mean, who knows what kind of crazy chemicals that General Mills has access to? He could always bring the Trix Rabbit back.
No, guys, you're not thinking big enough. We throw him into the vat of acid, right? And then in the cereal changes. You know what I mean? Like, Trix cereal is like bleached, right?
Oh,
like,
man, okay.
We take all the colors out, and then we sell it as like vat of acid Trix Rabbit cereal.
Oh, you mean
Mills
like actually sell a real cereal? Yeah, General Mills would totally buy into this.
Fuck
this is great.
Yeah, we sell the cereal. It doesn't have any colors in it, because the Trix Rabbit doesn't have any colors in it. We don't actually say in the movie, right, that the Trix Rabbit is dead or alive.
No, yeah.
But we hint that he might still be alive because Trix is still going,
Okay, hang on. Okay, this is perfect. We can seed in the boxes of cereal clues as to whether or not he's alive or not. Right? Like if you buy 100 boxes, you can like piece together like a jigsaw puzzle and it like tells you the ultimate fate of the Trix Rabbit. So like you'll have to go out and buy a ton of boxes of cereal of this special limited edition, collector's edition white cereal to figure out.
Fuck.
And that's a transmedia experience, man. Like they'll be
That's
so into that.
That's a transmedia experience if I ever heard
storytelling. That storytelling is some of the best I've ever heard of.
I love
Well,
it. This is exciting. This is really
But we
exciting.
leak it out over like the 8 years or whatever before he comes back at the end of the movie. And then right before he comes back, the fans will be like, fuck me, the Trix Rabbit's coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, people love to have that kind of thing sort of
people
foreshadowed
love
early,
to
and
have,
often, as many times as you
They
can.
love to have their mind blown like that. Like that's... You only get to do that to people like once, twice a generation.
That's true. This is it. This is going
You
to be
only get to blow people's minds like that twice every summer.
You could blow their minds for years with cereal.
I love it. Every time they open that box,
Holy
it's like the
shit.
mystery box, but it's a box of cereal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? You know what we lead to with this? This is even better storytelling,
Okay.
I think. Is Trix becomes a different cereal for a while. We just changed
shit!
Because when the Trix Rabbit comes back in the movie, in the penultimate movie, in the what are we gonna call it? I don't know.
We'll get there.
Serial killers or some shit.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So when we do that,
Wait, are you
Trix
spelling
Rabbit comes back.
cereal different?
Yeah, you spell it like cereal, like the food.
Fuck yeah, that's great. I just got it, sorry.
Can I keep up?
Good,
Gotta
good.
keep up. Come on.
Yeah.
No, it was just too good for me to get it all at
Toni.
once. I mean, I like the sound of the name, but the pun.
People love puns. I have data that say people love puns.
I need you to finish your thought though, because I'm getting really excited sitting here. I want you to finish this thought about this. So like we've just like replaced the Trix Rabbit with a different mascot, and just like play it like maybe he's gone forever. Like we're moving on. Like we got this other shittier, lamer character, and then we bring him back.
No. I'm saying like whoever, like the Trix Rabbit goes into the vat of acid, and when he comes back out, if he's like, the Kix Rabbit, like we changed the.
Well, there's already a
cereal
cereal called
Oh shit,
Kix.
that's already.
But that's good though.
Yeah, I just realized that as I was saying it. Yeah, we tied into Kix.
Oh man, and they're
Kix's
you know what?
mascot
Kix,
sucks.
Kix, all one color.
Oh,
All one color.
Well,
Cereal
hold
is
on.
one color.
But even better than that is that you could there's berry kicks. So like all of a sudden the berries could start looking like Trix pieces as we get closer to
Oh my god.
the Trix Rabbit's return.
Oh my god.
Man.
It's so ridiculous and good.
People would look down at their spoon and be like, "Hold on a second.
Yeah, they'll fucking figure it out while they're
Why is
eating.
there
They'll be like,
green?
holy shit. It'll be some beautiful minds shit.
Why is there
man.
green?"
Hang on. You can't. People are stupid. Okay, you can't rely on them to figure that out for themselves. You have to put it on the box in giant letters that this is Trix in the Kicks.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so good. Who owns Kicks?
I mean, we know because we're really well versed. We're like the fan. It's General Mills.
It's
Come
General
on.
Mills, dog. It's General
Of
Mills.
course it is. It's a sister cereal.
Hell
to
yes.
Trix. Everybody knows that.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It is. Of course it is. Okay, so all this sounds fucking great, and we got the Trix Rabbit, and we have General Mills as our Thanos sort of like long term. We're building up to him character, and which is nice because we get like a moment of him in the beginning. He kicks the whole thing off the cliff, and we don't see him
You know
again.
what we can do? We can. I'm sorry to interrupt you again. I'm sorry, but I had a great idea.
You're so excited. I love
we
it.
could hide General Mills in the credits of the cereal.
Okay, go on.
Like people who make cereal don't get any credit, right? We could put
true.
credits on the back of the cereal, and in the credits on the cereal box, there could be a picture of General Mills sometimes.
Oh, I love that.
Well, what makes that even better is because we're gonna have to put a lot of names in that box to give everybody credit, and they all deserve. I mean, you give credit where credit's due.
I agree.
So hold on. So we can make.
And I think that's what separates us from most studio executives. That we agree with that.
And then, but right. So people are always going to be stick around for that post-credit sequence. So.
Oh my God, Post. That's another.
I know. Hold
brand.
on. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there.
Okay,
Just,
sorry.
I can only give one good idea at a time.
Okay.
But we can make the boxes.
This is the dumbest thing. I'm sorry. It's just so stupid. I can't even stand how stupid it is. Okay, keep
We make the
going.
boxes. That much
Please
bigger.
continue.
So we can sell way more cereal.
We held it in for so long. We just couldn't hold it in anymore.
We can make the boxes that much bigger. So that people
I
will
love that.
stick
And we'll sell
by.
more cereal.
So that we can sell more cereal, bigger boxes, more money. So that people will look at all the credits for the post-credit sequence. And then, I think you were right. You were getting in front of me there, Harrison, but I was thinking the same thing. The big reveal in the post-credit sequence of the box of cereal is a fucking Post-it on it too. And that's like
Okay,
phase
we
three
need
of
to
the
have we need a
cinematic
post-credit
universe.
sequence for real, yeah. And so we can have like, here comes the post-credit sequence and text on the screen, and then the post word changes into like the post logo.
Exactly. And everyone's like, holy
Hell
shit.
yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
fucking
felt this
great.
good since
Okay, so
Darth Vader was Han Solo's dad.
perfect, good reference. Okay, so here's my thing though. We had this whole like side thing with the Wheaties people, and I think that stuff's really good. But I think we need to tie that better into the Trix Rabbit. So maybe the Trix Rabbit is like in on something with the Wheaties. The Wheaties sort of like suits, like. You know what I mean? Like, we need to have something. I mean, it's a General Mills cereal too, so we can just, it's fine. We don't have to go to another brand owner for that, but we need to make sure that we tie that all together, so that the Trix Rabbit is ultimately revealed. Like when the mystery box is open, we ultimately reveal that the Trix Rabbit has been pulling the strings on these Wheaties guys who've been treating Tony the Tiger like shit, right? Like that's we got to tie it together. You know what I mean?
Hold on, right?
People love reveals,
We could do something like, in the absence of the Trix Rabbit, right? Like the leadership of the General Mills universe is kind of like fallen by the wayside. And then there's a void that needs to be filled, right? So you could have the Lucky Charms leprechaun. I believe his name's Lucky. Which if it's not, then what the fuck isn't it? But
no, it's Lucky.
he could be kind of like, he could kind of take charge for a little while.
His name is fucking Lucky Charms.
And then
his name is fucking Lucky
And
Charms.
then in the end of the phase 2 of the Kellogg's post General Mills cinematic transmedia universe, they could finally
You
defeat.
have no idea how hard I got just hearing you say those words.
Oh, synergy.
Yeah.
But
Fuck.
at the end of phase 2, Lucky, like they could defeat Lucky and they think he's dead, and then he starts saying, and he's like, he says something, and I don't have the. I'm just too excited to really be creative enough to think of the full speech that he gives, but it ends with, "I'm pull a rabbit out of my hat," and he takes his hat off, and he pulls the Trick's rabbit out of his hat.
Oh shit. Okay, so I think we've got the first movie. We got the Tony the Tiger origin story. I think we got that nailed. I think that cereal box. Let's close it up. I think we need to talk about, and we don't have to bring in Lucky the marshmallow leprechaun or whatever in this movie, but we got the Diggum movie, we got the Toucan Sam movie, we got Snap Crackle Pop. We need to get some other stuff going in the cinematic universe, because one movie does not make a universe. You know what I mean? Like what comes after Iron Man? It's Captain America or whatever did actually come after that. We need to figure out what our next movie that we're tying in is going to be.
I mean,
It's a good question.
we want to make sure that we're, they really handled like all the different like tones of the Marvel universe like separately before they brought them all together.
Yeah.
So let's try to make sure that we're like,
Yeah.
let's not just do the same thing. Like, let's just not do Tony the Tiger, but with a different character. Let's try to find the character that like, it's gonna feel like a different movie, like a different kind of movie. And then we bring them all together, and people are like, "You can't do this. How do you bring all these characters together?" And then we'll be like, "We'll fucking show you."
We're going to hire some really good directors.
So who's the character that's the most different?
I think well, Diggum's pretty different. I would say that he's the Ant-Man of the cinematic universe. He's kind of like street savvy, but kind of a joke, a little bit ridiculous in that Paul Rudd kind of way.
Oh, we should get Paul Rudd to play.
But I don't
him.
know if that's.
We can get Paul Rudd. Let's get Paul Rudd.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, he's down for that kind of stuff. We can totally get him in on that.
Paul Rudd could play a frog easy.
He's already played an ant.
100%. So,
Easy.
but what would so what is the Diggum, the frog, the Honey Smacks frog? What's his like? What's the basic thing that he has to deal with, right? Like, and keep in mind, we've already established the sort of like General Mills / Post antagonist already in the Tony the Tiger, in the Eye of the Tiger, which is our first movie.
Well, he's kind of like the opposite. Tony the Tiger's like the Captain America, but Diggum is kind of like from like the wrong side of the tracks, right? He's like the street urchin-y kind of like,
Yeah, he's had like a rough life.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of an equivalent to that. I don't know if there. I mean,
So maybe maybe he lived outside of the pond of like the General Mills like factory, and like the same chemicals that like made Tony like just started getting dumped into the water.
oh, just like a toxic waste kind of situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm digging that. And so like, what if? Okay. Here's a pitch. What if he doesn't start out as a good guy, right? What if he starts out as like he gets these powers, which I don't even know what they are, and he uses them for like material gain. Like he's like robbing banks, not really robbing banks, but he's like, using his powers, whatever we decide his powers are going to be. I think that sort of like door is pretty open for us to be pretty creative with. And then he sort of like, here's the call to action. Like Tony's like, I need you. And he's like, no way. I'm selfish. And I don't care about the larger picture. And then something happens and he sort of like turns to Tony. He's like, I really need your help. And they sort of team up. And we get that's how we can get Tony into the Diggum movie. You know what I mean? Like he shows up as a cameo.
I was about to ask, like, Diggum, like, fuck it. But like, how do we get Tony in this movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Tony, I don't think the pond, the General Mills pond, is the way to go. I think Tony shows up at the pond and he says, "Hey, Diggum, I got something for you here," and he like gives him the serum.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So is Tony like
because he
manufacturing a team himself?
He's got all the money, and he figured out a way to reverse engineer his own genetic turn into a tiger.
I love this because now he is Tony Stark. Like he's got this like this huge company and billions of dollars that he can like put towards science and shit.
Yeah, that's right. He shows up. He makes Diggum, and then Diggum turns his good fortune into a shitty existence. And then Tony's got to bring him back. That way we get more Tony in. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Like
I like
more
that. That's
Tony.
good.
Like Like Diggum, he doesn't have to be. He's a frog. Nobody cares about a frog. They care about a giant tiger. Like tigers are cool. Frogs suck.
That's fair.
But
what's nice is we can have Diggum be that sort of sardonic, Paul Rudd, sort of jokey. We can have that sidekick kind of feeling with him.
Yeah, like he makes a joke about how good he is at cunnilingus because he's got a long tongue. You know what I mean?
That's perfect for
Yeah.
a movie that's sort of like edgy but safe, and like the kids won't get it, but the parents will laugh.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll get
It'd be
it.
pretty tongue in cheek.
I love
It's
it.
like, hey,
No, Tony can say that. He can just say that out loud. That was a joke, was tongue in cheek. Get it? Because of the tongue,
yeah.
This thing
I
just
do
writes
get it.
itself.
And then you know what else he could do? The frog. What's his fucking name? Diggum. He
Diggum.
could jump high. He could jump high.
Oh, totally. He can jump super high.
Why is he called Diggum? We got to figure that out too in the movie. What is he digging?
That's
He's
his
digging the
talent.
cereal.
He digs.
No.
Yeah,
He doesn't
that's
physically.
so
dig.
good. No. When Tony finds him in the swamp, he's like digging himself a hole.
Oh my god. What
And
if
then Tony's like,
what if that's the first thing he says when he's like transformed? That's just like his first words. He's like, "What are you doing there?" And he's like, "Dig 'em." That's just.
well, he has to say something that makes like Tony would say like, so what do you think of my outfit? What do you think of my pants?
He's like, "I dig 'em."
And Tony's like, dig 'em.
And then
I
Tony's
dig 'em.
like, "That's your name, then."
Yeah,
And
it's good.
And Diggum's kind of pissed
Really
about it
good.
because he didn't really want that to be his name, and it's kind of a joke. Like they tease him how stupid his name is.
And then later by the end of the Diggum film, you find that his real name's like Johnny or something.
That's not. We can workshop it. Well, let's look at like the most popular kids' names of like the early 2000s, and we'll pick something really
Yeah,
good.
that's a good idea. Toni too.
Let's not bite on Tony's flavor. Come on, let's not. We don't want a whole like Iron Man War Machine kind of situation.
That's how they
going on,
bond.
Brand though.
The name Tony.
Yeah, it's like what was the best part of Superman versus Batman?
Oh, the Martha
Is when-
scene.
Yeah, so if they both find out their name's Tony, Anthony.
Yeah, I got a better idea. Can I just throw this out there? Tony reads his name wrong. His name is actually Digem. But Tony sees it and he says, "What is this, Diggum?" He's like, "No, it's Digem."
It's like, not anymore, it's not.
No, I'm Tony.
Tony.
Your name's Diggum.
Yeah. And Tony just doesn't give a shit. Like you wouldn't.
I like that.
If it was me, I wouldn't care. Fuck, I'm not going to say Digem.
No,
Diggum is much better sounding to me. So
it's
I'm
a
not
cooler
gonna call him
name.
his actual
Like,
name.
if we're gonna start a team, Diggum's a cooler name. And what's good about that is that we can set up a little animosity between some characters for a later movie, in several movies, 5 or 6 movies down the line, where they actually have a fight. We can have like that sort of like Civil War situation going on, and it's all about the fact that he never called him by his right name. Like we can just seed that early and then leave it for like 5 movies and come back to
And
it
he's
later.
like-
and that's a really nice, strong reason for them to be fighting.
Tony's like, and not you, Tony the Tiger. Tony's like, and not me, Tony either. Tony the Tiger. But Tony's like, don't make me do this, Diggum. And he's like, my name is Digem. And they just punches Tony in the face.
Okay, so I know you guys don't know this, but
That's
one of the
so fucking good.
I know. No, okay, guys, it gets better because there's an actual thing.
I don't know that it can, but go on.
No, hang on. There's a thing that Diggum says, and the line used to be, "Smack, smack, honey, smack. Give me a smack, and I'll smack you back." So, the first time Tony fucking swings his giant paw at Diggum, we do that that he smacks him, and then he turns back towards the camera and he says that fucking line. Which is like a classic. All Kellogg's fans are gonna be like, "Oh shit, it's that line," and then he's gonna fucking leap onto Tony, and they're gonna have this giant fight. And he's gonna say, "Give me a smack, and I'll smack you back." It's gonna be fucking great. All the deep cut Kellogg's nerds are gonna be stoked about it.
So many of them. We're tapping into a market that nobody is even
It's a
dreamed
rich
of.
vein. I agree. So who
Yeah.
is the villain of the Diggum movie? Someone has to be the opposite of him, right?
Yeah.
We could bring the Lucky Charms guy in for this one.
He's kind of...
Or, what we could do, here's the thing. We haven't touched on another major powerhouse in the cereal world, which is Quaker. We could bring in Captain Crunch. We could bring in the Quaker Oats guy, Toni one. I know you've had your eye on that Quaker Oats guy for a while, for a movie.
Yeah, but I love Quaker. I love Quaker Oats. I love that Quaker. He's fucking so cool to me.
I know.
I can see him like in a badass ninja movie. But what I'm gonna say is, I think what's the opposite of a frog, right?
You tell me.
It's a vampire.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
Count Chocula.
That's great. That's great because he can be real serious. We can get like a Bela Lugosi kind of impersonator, to bring in like some real like legit vampire-ness and make him real dark. And like we got Honey Smacks Frog, Diggum, which is real like lighthearted, and he has to go up against this really dark character. I think it's a really nice sort of like light and dark situation,
Like he's like Count Chocula is sucking all the chocolate out of his friends. and he doesn't.
As vampires do.
Much.
So wait, is he like biting people and draining them of the
hold on,
chocolate that is within them?
I feel like unleashing like the Count Chocula and like Frankenberry and Blueberry, like they're big reveals, right? So I feel like you might want to like once you've gotten rid of like some of the smaller fries, like then General Mills pops up and he's like, I've been messing with animals this whole time. Now I got some motherfucking monsters. And we can have like a whole phase of the Kellogg cinematic universe that deals...
Yeah, you're right. That is phase 2.
Yeah,
that's phase 2.
That's a really good point. Because you can have that in a post-credit sequence where you have them like step out from the shadows, or you have that like sweep around the like insane asylum, right? And they're like in their cages doing like, whatever it is they do, like using their superpowers, and like we can just show them, we can reveal them in a post-credit sequence, which I think will be really, really powerful.
Yeah, everybody knows the silhouettes.
Right. Yeah, we don't even have to show them. We can just show the silhouettes. Yeah. That's brilliant.
I know.
That's brilliant. So okay, so at some point we need to make our first Avengers movie, right? Like they assemble together. What's the name of this team? This Kellogg's like Justice League. What do we got for that? What's that movie called, right?
Serial Killers. I already said that.
You're right. You did say that, and I forgot about it. But you're right. That's what we're gonna call it. So is that the team name? Are they the serial killers?
Well, we can't call them serial rapists, can we?
That's a good point. That didn't test very well.
Why not?
It was number 2 though.
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. We're leading to. It's called like Serial War.
Yeah, there's got to be something like cereal
milk.
What did we say earlier? It was like pour some milk on it, like pour some milk on that burn or something. We had a really good tagline.
Balanced breakfast.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Fuck!
That is fucking Jesus Christ! How did you do that?
That's brilliant. You've been slugging it today. You've been knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, I'm just chiming in with these great ideas when I have them.
Yeah, I mean, you're really clearly passionate about this cereal project, and I really appreciate it.
I've been eating cereal off and on since I was a kid.
Hang on, though. Hang on. Are we not going to fucking have an orange in there and shit, right?
No.
It's going to be a grapefruit, like half a grapefruit.
Some toast.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to see that. Like, I don't...
No.
We don't have any ties. We don't have any ties to those companies. We can't do that.
Yeah, we don't have the orange people on board on this one.
I mean,
No, fucking Tropicana, like, they hung up on me.
Oh, the sons of bitches. They're going to really regret it when they realize the franchise that they locked themselves out of.
Yeah, I think the literal quote was, "We're not your whore." And they fucking hung up on me.
Do you know who we are? We own oranges.
Yeah, there's fucking... Jesus Christ.
They'll
fucking
wish...
Florida. Florida, yeah, you're in Florida. Way to go.
Typical.
Assholes.
Fucking typical. All right, so yeah, it's a balanced breakfast. That's fucking brilliant. So is the team name Balanced Breakfast, or is that just the name of the film? Because I like
Balanced Breakfast.
Okay, I like it for both. I don't know.
I think you could do both.
It's both. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's so good. So we have, we'll bounce around ideas for a Toucan Sam movie and a Snap Crackle Pop sort of like trifecta movie at some point, but they all get together and they have to face off against the General Mills guys, and this is when...
Hang on. Let's just do a quick rundown.
Okay.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop are DJs.
Okay.
In New York again. It's got to be in New York. They're DJs in New York, right?
Perfect.
Called Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
And they're brothers.
And they're brothers.
Yeah.
And they got the the fucking Toons. You know, they fight somebody, they punch him.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then-
we'll get the villain in there. That's fine.
Toucan Sam, his superpower is the ability to repeat things that people say to him
No, see, okay. What?
until they get so annoyed. The movie's over.
Fuck. All right. Here's the thing, though, is that Toucan Sam already has a canon power, which is to follow his nose.
Oh, that's true. He does smell good.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I think that he has the ability to like, use his sense of smell, his superpowered sense of smell, to track down a villain, and we'll have to pair him with a villain that has a very specific smell. Like we'll give him maybe one of the maybe this is when we reveal maybe a Count Chocula or a Boo Berry or something that has a very distinct smell, and we could have like the battle of like the fruit cereals, like maybe Boo Berry or Frankenberry, or maybe both of them. We could have like a tag team, and he can like smell them. He tracks them down by using his sense of smell, and he defeats them with his ability to smell really well. That tracks to me. I don't know.
That's pretty good. I'll accept that.
Okay, I mean we'll workshop it for sure. I don't think that this is the this isn't definitely as strong as the Toni, the Eye of the Tiger.
You know what?
But...
It's a couple years down the line. We don't need to write a script now.
Yeah, let's just kick that can down the road.
We'll write the script. Like after we hire the director and after we get it like set starting to be built and the VFX house is working.
That's
start
perfect.
Writing a script then.
Yeah, and that's getting all of the pipeline set up and moving is way more important than the scripts. Yeah, no, it's good. So we've got our balanced breakfast squad. We've got all the movies. We've figured out. We'll figure out all the other characters down the line. We've got our squad together. We've got our first Avengers movie, and I think it's time to bring in General Mills, right? Like the retired general that kicked this whole thing off in our Eye of the Tiger movie. But what is his plan? Like he's had these machinations. He's through like 5 or 6 years of movies, maybe more, depending on how many movies we make. And so what has this been like this big grand plan? He sort of manufactured his own sort of Legion of Doom of serial mascots with powers that have been defeated at every turn. What is his like plan here to take over the world, to remove all of the Kellogg cereals from the world? Like what do we feel like is a strong, reveal? Like, once again, we got to get that big reveal that we've been teasing for 5 or 6 movies here.
I got it. Okay, and this is a little bit avant-garde. It's a little bit strange.
Sounds risky.
You've never seen it before, I don't think. Okay, but I have an idea. Okay, just go with it. I know it sounds a little bit out of left field and a little bit crazy.
Okay, got my ears on.
What if General Mills? What if he wants to take over the world?
I don't know. That it feels like I don't know. Can we like point to some other movies where they've done that before? Because that's like that feels kind of out of the box.
Nobody's done it.
Yeah, it feels a little out of the box.
That's the point. That's the point. It's crazy, right? But like, what if he comes out and like his plan is he got the serum from Toni, like what, at 15 years, probably 15 years down the line, this movie's going to come out, right? 15 years ago, he got it from Toni,
right?
And then he uses Toni to try and take over the world.
Oh, he captures Toni, and like the rest of them have to save him.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's really good.
Yeah. Like back when Toni originally got shot with the serum, right? By the Trix rabbit in the jungle. They were trying to take over that baby. He was a baby, and they were trying to take him over, the world.
It took like 15 years to gestate. Whatever the thing is in him that turned him into Toni, it needed to sit in him for the length of the movies, right? And now it's finally time. Like whatever it is matured and can like be used to take over the world. Whether it's like the perfected serum, and he needs Toni's blood or something to finish it. And so that was his original plan, was to like take this baby and shoot it with this dart and keep it in like a cage or something for 15 years and then harvest it. And so now he has to go back and finish what he started in Eye of the Tiger. That's brilliant.
It's even more diabolical, right? Because he shot that baby. Here's his plan. His plan was, I'm going to make a serum that turns babies into tigers, and then I'm going to shoot that baby with the serum, and then I'm gonna have that tiger become a human I'm going to have that human become a tiger that then goes off and he gets a whole superhero group together over the years.
Oh no!
And I pretend to fight him the whole time, and then once it's all together, I take it over, and then I take over the world.
So he just gets them to do all the work for him, and then just takes this like already finished team.
Yeah, it's
Man.
fucking genius.
Chris, what do you think of that?
I mean, the only thing you can think about it is amazing. I think you're talking to me, and even though I've legally changed my name to Toni, but
Yeah, sorry, it gets confusing. Sorry.
but I had this other idea.
Wait, somebody say my name?
No, the other Toni.
Me?
Oh.
Toni number 2. You're Toni number 2, and you're Toni number 1.
I'm Toni number 2.
No, you're Toni number 1.
I'm Toni number 1.
I'm Toni number 2.
This meeting is almost over. We still haven't figured this out. Okay.
Okay, but anyway, I had this crazy idea that so like we don't want to just everybody hates when there's just a bad guy, right? Like they want layered characters, they want depth, they want subversion, right? So
There was some virgin?
subversion and subversion,
Okay, I'm in.
Oh.
and then so General Mills, we think he's doing all this for like malicious intent the entire time, right?
I like where this is going.
When we find out,
Wait, can you explain what does that mean?
I don't know.
Like he's he's an evil. Like he's a mustache twirling villain who does evil for evil's sake.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say that?
That's a good point. I'm using words that are beyond
Yeah,
my
come on. People are
pay
stupid.
grade.
You got to keep it
But
simple.
think about it. Think about if I'm watching this movie. I don't know what the hell malicious intent means.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right,
agree.
So he's like, I'm not just a bad guy, right? He's like, once upon a time, my name was Jack Mills, and I was known as Apple Jack.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh.
So what happened to him? Like we need to know his backstory. We gotta figure out like.
No, we don't.
Oh, all right. Okay, all right. I like that.
It's true. We don't need to know it.
You're right. You're right. You got me.
It's irrelevant. Like, people can just be bad. They can just be evil.
Yeah, you're right. They don't need to have any actual
Yeah.
motivation. They can just do bad for bad's sake, right? And then we can reveal that he also is
yeah.
a serial mascot. Like
I'm tired of all that shit.
Fuck. Oh, dude.
I'm tired
Oh
of
my
people-
God, guys. He just fucking like whips the mask off like fucking Judge, whatever his name is, Doom in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and he was a serial mascot this whole fucking time.
Can we tie Roger Rabbit into this?
We got to get the Roger Rabbit people on board.
Hold
I
on.
think we could probably do it.
Roger Rabbit, we didn't realize was the Tricks Rabbit the whole time.
Oh shit!
Oh, we gotta get him.
Okay, we
gotta
got.
get
Yeah,
him
we
now.
got to get him now. Now I'm on board. We got to get him.
Ah,
Okay. All right.
God
all right.
damn it!
This is great.
I'm gonna have fucking so many houses.
Yeah. They're not even. They're gonna be empty. I don't even need them. Just want to buy them. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even live in one.
Yeah. I live at the studio, on my couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so I want to let's go back and wrap this up because I think that and like tie a bow on it because we got some incredible ideas.
Tybo, Billy Blanks. Let's get Billy Blanks in.
Oh shit! What character is he? Is he the honey?
you
the honey?
said Tybo. I just thought of Billy Blanks.
No, I know.
Diggum.
Like, let's get him to voice. Maybe he's. Oh shit! He's Diggum. Love it.
Fuck.
Okay. So man, we got some powerhouse, some really relevant voice actors in this day and age. So we got the first movie. We got Eye of the Tiger, which is like that's the thing that kicks it off. And we don't say anything about a larger franchise, right? We just talk like just like Iron Man. It's just here's a superhero. It's Tony the Tiger, Eye of the Tiger.
great fucking
Tricks
story.
Rabbit. It's just fucking. It's a self-contained, brilliant story about cereal and Wheaties and overcoming adversity and sugar, right? And then we have Diggum, and then that's when we start hinting at the larger, like the Avengers Assemble type, like the Balanced Breakfast gets together thing, right? Then we have a couple other movies. We'll sort of kick the can down the road. We got Toucan Sam and the Rice Krispies DJs and all that shit. And then Balanced Breakfast comes out 5 or 6 or 7 years from now, and we have General Mills and his plan to take the Balanced Breakfast team and turn them to evil, which was his original plan in the very first movie. If you look back, like if you go back and watch that movie, you'll see all of the like hidden shit that was in
Oh yeah,
that
we
movie that was
planned
playing
this. We planned this.
Oh yeah, oh for sure. People are gonna
And
love
if
that.
you have all the cereal boxes with the credits and the credit cookies.
Oh my
too.
god. Oh yeah, dude. We're gonna have so many opportunities for some transmedia marketing. It's gonna be fucking brilliant. This guys, I think that we nailed it. I think Kellogg's and even Post and General Mills are all gonna be so excited to sign on with this idea. It's brilliant. We've got some really really smart,
But
very sound creative decisions here.
Was anybody taking notes?
Shit.
I didn't take any notes.
Fuck.
it's all. I mean, it's all. You don't forget good ideas. They just.
You're right. We'll just this is gonna stick for sure. We'll
Jennifer!
let's let's sleep on it. Let's just like go.
Jennifer!
She's probably not listening. She also did change her name to Toni.
You made her do that.
Shit, I think she's dead.
Okay. Well, let's wrap this meeting up because I gotta
Clean that body up.
Yeah, I gotta clean that body up. Then I got a yacht lesson later this afternoon. Can't be late to that. But guys, I think this has been a really really productive meeting. I think the Kellogg's cinematic universe is gonna just take off, and it's due. We've been doing this for 15 episodes, and we finally made it. So congratulations and handshakes all around.
Good job, Toni.
Wait, which Tony?
Tony 2.
Are you Tony 2 or am I Tony 2?
You're Tony 2.
Oh, I thought I was Tony 2.
You're Tony 2. You're Tony 1.
Tony. Remember them?
Yeah, Tony.
We should get them in this fucking movie.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Oh
They write the fucking
shit.
theme song for Tony.
Eye of the Tiger.
Wait, we already have a theme song.
No. One last.
As
That was
covered by
Tony.
Toni. Yeah.
what? Yeah,
Yes!
perfect. That was it. One last perfect idea to cap off this meeting.
Jennifer!
No, it's Tony now, and she's dead.
Tony!
All right. Well, thanks for listening to this really, really good, fucking incredible episode about the Kellogg Cinematic Universe. I think it's gonna make $1 billion.
This episode or the fucking movies?
Both.
Yeah, I think the episode is going to make us some money.
I'm actually a little bit worried about releasing this in case someone tries to scoop this idea.
They won't do that.
You're right.
Nah.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Toni.
Bye, Tony.
Thank you, Toni.
Thanks,
Bye.
Tony. Thanks,
Bye,
Tony.
Goodbye, Toni.
See you, Tony.
Bye, Tony. Thank you.
Tony!
Storied is Chris Rebbert, Sean Ainsworth, and Harrison Pink, and our music is by Jared Emerson Johnson. If you want to reach out to us with future episode ideas or just general feedback, please contact us at storiedcast on Twitter or storiedcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.